Welcome back to the world of Calidor. I'm your host, Evil Dungeon Master Vince, and sitting alongside me playing the following characters are...
This is Steven playing the Dwarven Cleric, Ornoth Kragax.
This is Jeff playing the Elf Thief, Caleb Duskwind.
This is Jacob playing Mui Cudsworth III, a Bycerin Barbarian.
This is Rob playing Raylan, the Elven Magic User.
This is Rick playing Robin Blackthorn, the Halfling Scout.
This is Corey playing Thaddeus Brightmore, the Human Paladin.
So last time, after camping for the night, another brown bear attacks the camp. The group fights it, but then things get messy when the paladin accidentally knocks out the scout with a wild swing. Down goes the Rick character yet again. They manage to win the fight and head back to town and rest and heal. The next morning, a giant Cyclops appears outside the village. One of the players shoots it in the eye, which makes it go wild and start smashing houses and throwing dirt. Some players want to talk to it, but most decide to just attack the Cyclops anyway. The fight is tough. The fight is tough. The Cyclops hurts some people and kills a few guards, but the group works together to bring it down. The Cyclops tries to crawl away, saying he just wanted some food, he was hungry, and he was sorry, but the group finishes him off anyway. The episode ends with the party thinking about the damage they've done and what might happen next.
No, that's not how the episode ends. It ends with us discussing, hey, we need to go steal all his shit now that he's dead.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think only I was the one who was worried about the civilian casualties running from house to house.
I was worried. I just did nothing about it.
Well, I mean,
you're more worried about the cause of the damage than the
You were taking out the biggest threat.
Yeah.
You're one little
Because the
person
cleric-
compared to the Cyclops, so...
The cleric had it handled.
We're gonna find the cave and we're gonna see find his little children and his wife. I'll wait for him to come home.
The town, it's like with the guard, the fire teams, whatever, they can help take care of what needs to be done. We need to track this back to his lair to ensure there are no more threats. That's what I'm going to say, but in reality, I want his treasure. I want his loot.
What I hear from the guy is he wants to slaughter his wife and children too.
If they're there and they are in my way, maybe.
They're in my way.
Well, it is a crisp 21 degrees and it is still snowing. Lightly.
Well, I'm going to lose the trail if the snow fills the track. So,
well, if we're
You know
going,
what we should do? We should find the cave first, and then if we need a wagon, we can come back. Because if we keep on waiting, the snow is going to cover the trail.
Yeah, we need to go now.
Yeah.
All right, Rick, you have the ability to track, right?
correct.
All right.
Mui, are you coming with us?
Mui, you see that Mui's laying in bed. He has a little bit of a fever, and he said he shit himself, so he's going to lay in bed for the rest of the day.
Excuse.
He had some bad corn.
Yeah.
Pooey Mui.
Mui had some bad corn. He got it from the Count, and never trust the Count.
Never. He just walks away.
The Count was trustworthy. He's just very impulsive. And a Sith.
You know, he never technically was a Sith because he didn't acknowledge the voices in his head. So
not yet. Yeah. He was on his way. Anyway, let's roll out. Make sure we're prepared, of course, and then roll out.
So you start following the footprints in the snow, and it's snowing, but it's not enough that it's covering the snow prints. The footprints in the snow. It's heading towards the mountain areas, right, kind of where the silver mine is, but not exactly in that general direction, kind of near the pass.
Going that way too.
What?
Do you see a whole group of people going with us too?
Yeah, everybody's charging towards the cave.
Oh, they just lost their families. They have to recover for a little bit.
Little flags, and they're all running. Gotta get the gold.
Gold.
No,
there's gold.
I start tripping people just to.
No, there's nobody running. Stop.
Yeah, they're all riding horses while we're walking.
Let me grab the map here and give you guys an idea where the prints are leading to. So can I draw on this thing? Yeah, I think I can. There, perfect. Come on. So this, let me put it in chat for you. The red line is basically where the footprints are leading you to, past the little farm and then into the mountains area. But I mean, the farm is probably at least a mile off path from following this footprint. So it's not really worth going to that at the moment. I mean, by all means, if you want to, but
No, screw that. Loot only.
I heard they have
I mean,
cannibals
that's going
there.
to take us at least a couple of days.
So it's
Damn right they
bigger
do.
than a pond, it's smaller than a lake.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's going to take us at least a couple of days to get there, right?
Yeah. Well, actually, no. Going towards that way, let's see, 5, 10, 15. You would get there if you pressed on since it's the morning. You'd probably get to the 5, 6, 7, 4 hex by nightfall.
I was gonna say, yeah, because we basically made it to the lake in a single day. We could probably make it to there.
Yeah, to get to the very end of the hex, you'd have to press on through the night and probably get there by like midnight. That's up to you guys. Dead silence.
Yeah.
Might as
I
well.
mean, we're gonna. I
Yeah,
mean,
we need to find it. Can't lose it.
Time is of the essence, really.
Watching me broke. I just spent all my money on the races.
He's a
I
gambling.
lost it all.
He's a gambling Cyclops. Yeah. No.
You know what? You know what? He spent all his money on the bride for that bear and frog wedding.
You know what, Corey? You're allowed to stab Jeff anytime you want.
I have been pondering it.
All right, so we're going through the hexes now. Let's just kind of see if Rick is gonna fuck up or not. So, all right.
Making me roll.
We were just
dice.
walking. Rick dies.
Yeah.
While tracking, I fall down at -4 hit points.
Go ahead and give me your roll, Rick, to see what you get.
Okie dokie. 45.
Okay.
I have a 44 in tracking.
That's fine. So you're moving along. Again, need another roll from you because we got 3 hexes for you to go through.
28.
28. Okay.
Well, that's really good.
And 28.
Yay!
Dadgum.
Did you just say dadgum?
I did say dadgum.
Wow. All right, Rick,
He's
give
an old-time
me...
prospector.
Yeah, I know. Give
Let's
me
go.
a 2d8 roll, please.
2d8. I
Yeah.
only have 1d8. Let me find another d8.
Just roll it twice and add it together.
Ow. 15.
Okay. So you guys are traveling along and you get into the hex, which is 5, 6, 7, 4. It's kind of a hilly, grassy lands area. It is very dark out right now. You guys are a little bit tired from traveling all day on foot in the snow. It's not easy to walk through snow, though. But you
We
know,
got these big footprints we can walk through. They're pretty flat.
that is true. So you guys, everybody give me a d6 roll, please. Tell me what you get.
2.
6.
1.
All right.
5.
5.
All right. So when you guys are traveling along into that area and, there's like hilly mountains and stuff in there, Rob, you notice in one of the mountain dunes, you see like, I want to say a furry leopard type guy with ears and stuff like that. And like, you kind of get a glimpse of him and then it disappears really quickly.
I say, what do my elf eyes see? And I point over there. See, there's a
Snow and trees.
No, there's a man of fur.
Man in a furry suit. Got it.
Yes, a furry.
No, he didn't look like a man in a furry suit.
You like My Little Pony? No, go away.
Are you sure?
Everybody else gonna ignore the fact that he just said, "What do my elf eyes see?"
He's
Yeah.
always referring to himself as his race.
I assume he's just drunk all the time.
What's going
Yeah,
on?
that's true too.
That's that. All right.
There's a creature over there in the snow.
Yes.
Following
Is that what your elven eyes tell you? Is that what your alpha eyes tell you?
Yes, that's what my elf eyes told me. Yes.
I'll just shout over, "Hey,
If I said it-
creature! You over there! Stand up!"
Nobody responds.
Ah, he doesn't speak English. What can you do?
You start hearing like some barking noises.
That's disconcerting.
We're being
Does anybody
tracked
speak
by this.
any languages?
I do. I speak Elven, Common, Dwarven, Goblin, and Orc.
Oh, it's
Speak
not
Wow.
any of
common,
those.
common.
Anybody else?
Let's see.
Anybody speak kobold?
Nope. At least I don't
I
think.
speak 10 languages.
Nope.
That's it.
Just halfling and common for me.
Does anybody have room for languages? Do they have a high intelligence for language? Other than Rob?
Yeah,
No.
I'm your average person.
Yeah, I have an average intelligence.
Me as well.
I'm gonna make a snowball. I'm gonna throw a snowball up there.
All right, sure. That works.
Great. Now they're going
See
to
if it
attack us.
reacts. You want me to roll?
Yeah. Well, you might be you might get a one and knock out Rick. So
I'm behind him.
I only rolled a 3. I rolled a 3. Somebody did that.
now you throw it, it misses the mark by quite a bit.
It falls short.
Yeah, it misses the mark pretty much. Just whatever.
Screw it. I'll throw one too. Why not?
All right.
That's only like 8. I don't think that does it.
You generally get the
I'll
area and
throw
it
one, too.
smushes into the ground, into the snow.
All right,
Let's
everybody-
just all start throwing
I'll
snowballs.
Just
give it a shot.
throw snowballs.
Oh.
To...
We're just all throwing snowballs.
A dirty
I'm
20.
not.
I mean, you hit over the side of the mountain the hill that you wanted to, but you don't see anything react.
Okay.
All right, give me another
I'm
D6 roll for everybody, please.
4.
6.
1.
This time I rolled a 6. Exact
4.
All right, so as everybody's picking up snow and throwing it, Corey, since you're the only one that rolled a 1, is not surprised. As you turn around, you see a whole group of gnolls standing behind you. Since you guys are so busy and focused on throwing snowballs at the thing.
I didn't say I was throwing a
I'm
dang
just going to
snowball.
be. Turn around, guys. Turn around. There they are. Behind us.
So, Corey, go ahead and roll initiative. Go with D6.
I'll use that same dice again. Maybe it'll be lucky.
Yeah.
4.
You get to go first.
Oh, all right.
So there is.
Are they ready
um,
to attack?
They look like it. There is 8 of them standing there, and then there's like one big guy, like a bigger one than the rest of them, holding a giant axe.
Are they holding the weapons ready to attack, or are they holding them like, why you throwing snowballs at our little brother?
I mean,
Aren't those the same?
What color are these gnolls? What color are these gnolls?
They're snow leopard color,
Okay, so that explains. Okay.
and they have swords and weapons in hand. They're just standing there though, like kind of looking at you guys.
I guess I will just politely wave.
That means
What you
gotta
guys
kill you.
doing?
kobold.
That means
I'm
go
gonna
have
speak
sex
to
with
him in
Louis.
Goblin. I'm gonna speak to him in Goblin. Even though they're gnolls, they may know Goblin.
Yeah, they actually, when you speak Goblin to them, they kind of look at you surprised, and then they speak back. What do you want to ask or say?
I say, we are not here looking for a fight. We are just passing through, but we are prepared to defend ourselves.
You know what? Even when he's speaking Goblin, he still sounds drunk.
Hold on, we'll give a reaction. Okay, so the big Gnoll steps forward, pushes everyone out of the way. He's just like, "We were making sure that you weren't the big one."
The
Big
one
guy
with
one.
one eye?
In
The
common,
one
I'll
with-
say big guy with an eye.
Yeah.
And
They
I'll
don't
make
acknowledge
the-
you, Rick, but they just
Rick,
kind
you
of
speak Goblin?
No, I was going to say it in common.
yeah, they don't acknowledge you.
I say the one with a giant eye.
Yes, the
One
big
big
guy
eye?
goes, yes, big man, one eye.
We have slain him.
He looks surprised at you. You?
Yes.
Was that really
Did you even
emphasized? there?
damage the Cyclops?
I'm like, so we have slain him and we have brought him low.
You kill Gorvox?
Yes.
He kind of leans back and starts kind of doing like some barking noises, and here all of them start like laughing.
Glad I don't speak this language, because I'm just thinking that'd really suck if he was friends with them.
And I'm like, and since he understands what I'm saying, I say, but you and I, we can be friends. And I cast Charm on him.
All right, let me do a saving throw.
Finally found a reason to use it.
Yeah, he did. All right, you cast it on him, and he just. Okay, he's standing there.
We're not friends, huh?
Well, there's no real way of telling. I mean, he's not going to go, oh, wow, you're super sexy now.
Let me show me
Please
my
have him do
titanium
that.
rod.
Please have him do that.
No, he kind of just stands there, looking at you when you did that, kind of confused.
I say, do we have an understanding between us?
And he goes, yes, yeah, we do.
Excellent.
He's gonna eat us.
Especially that paladin over there.
There you go. So now that you know that I assume this Cyclops was your enemy.
Yes.
He has been taken care of.
He was my son-in-law.
There. And in exchange for taking care of an enemy of yours, we want you to leave us be.
He looks over the group and he says, all right, you're not really worth it anyway. We'd probably slaughter you anyway. You look tired.
You look drunk.
Doesn't understand you, Jeff.
Yeah, we don't know what's happening. It's like as far as I'm aware, they're just barking at each
All
other.
we hear is like yips and snarls from the goblin.
The goblin warrior just turns over his head and Rob, you hear him say, let's go, guys. No, sorry, no, yeah.
And how long does a charm person last?
Until you do something that would otherwise state so, or like I think a week.
All right, so he'll be my friend to the end, unless I.
You made a friend.
Yeah,
you literally made a friend.
You know what? Now here's the thing: if he was by himself, I would have been like, maybe have him come along. But with a whole group with him, I think it would have been better just to have him lead them away.
He reaches down into the snow, picks up some snow, and packs it into his hands. Does something with it. Walks over to you,
hide behind
Rob,
Rick.
and he hands you a snow thing. It looks like a heart.
Oh, thank you. I pat him on the shoulder.
He looks at your hand.
It's it back.
Yeah. Now that's just too far. Now, I mean, now he's going to attack. No, and he kind of gives you a weird teethy smile when you touch him.
Because
I go
weird.
I give him a thumbs up.
Then he goes,
Other friends now.
I'm like, bye. See you later.
They all leave.
There you go.
Good. I didn't want to have to bring Rick back to life again.
There you go.
Hooray!
Somehow the snow hits Rick and he dies.
So random avalanche and Rick dies.
Now we don't have to risk resources or wounds when we have something potentially bigger ahead of us.
I was going to say Rick doesn't have to die. That's good enough.
There you go.
All right. Let's camp and take watch and blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
I agree with the blah, blah, blah.
All right, so you guys break down and you find an area in near the edge of the mountainside there to search in the morning time when it's a little more light out for his cave. You break down camp and everything. All right, who's doing the first watch?
I will do first. It went so well last time.
Who's next?
I'll take the last watch, by the way.
I can take middle then.
Well, Rick was after me.
Oh, well, then I'm good.
So you're doing 2 hours apiece? So we need 4 people?
Oh, yeah. All right. So then after that is Steven.
Okay. Fine with me.
Forgot how counting works.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Corey, during your watch, let's see what you do.
All right. How many times am I going to have to kill Rick? Let me know.
Not a problem. Nothing happens. It goes uneventful on your watch.
Thank God. Thank God.
A grizzly bear out of nowhere rushes your camp.
We can't beat him. Mooey's not there to hug him.
All right, Rick.
Yes.
On your watch, you impale yourself and die.
Oh.
Not again.
At least wake one of us up first.
Well, oh, sorry. Steven wakes up from his death.
There was no snow in him.
Goes right back to sleep.
Something happens on Rick's watch. Look at that.
Boo.
All right, let me get a roll here to see what happens. Okay. Rick, roll 2d8 for me.
Shit.
10.
Rick rolls a 10.
What happens is that one of the Gnolls come up, goes to Rob, and says, "I'm so lonely."
Glad I'm asleep.
Like, come here, big guy. Right here.
So Rick, you're sitting there by the fire, and you're staying away from it because you don't want to die, and you you hear some crunching into the snow as if a bunch of people are walking. You kind of duck down a little bit and look over like a hillside, and you see 3 orcs. One has looks like he's carrying some type of like jar, and he's like this with it. And there's 2 of them with him that were just like, hurry up! Hurry up!
Are they following our tracks or anything?
No.
Where we were walking? Or?
No. They're not following. They're going. Actually, they're heading away from as if they just passed your camp, and they didn't see it, or they avoided it. One of the 2.
Are they coming from the direction of Gorbax's place?
Well, they're coming from the direction of the mountains. Yeah.
Oh,
Shit.
so we're not even that. We wouldn't know that if they had loot from.
You just know he's carrying this giant like jug pot thing with a lid on it. I mean, it could be soup for all you know.
Yeah, it could be food.
Yeah.
It's up to you if you want to wake everyone up.
I'll just keep an eye on them and make sure that they continue away. I mean, we don't have to kill everything.
No, that's true. You don't.
Don't have to, but we get to.
Your
True,
decision. Yeah.
we could.
No, the orc, they just kind of just keep going and keep moving. They don't really acknowledge you. They look like they kind of avoided you purposely. So.
Okay.
You're just gonna leave it?
Yeah, just as long as they keep going away and.
Yeah, you watch them for the rest of your watch, and then it's to the point you don't even see them anymore. They're so far away.
Okay. And then
Meanwhile, while you're watching them, another
wait
group of orcs attacks.
Who am I waking up? Who's got third watch?
Steven's got.
Me.
Steven. Okay.
All right.
I
Do
will
you
wake
tell
up
Steven's
Mr.
character what happened, or just fuck it? Who cares?
I'll let him know. Yeah, I'll definitely let him know. Well, 3 orcs wandered by. 2 orcs carrying, and 1 orc carrying some kind of pot. Was it like a cauldron type thing, or
It was a giant like pot. Yeah, you don't know what it was.
just some big pot?
That's weird.
Yeah, they went off. I watched them. They didn't. They did they seem like they were purposely avoiding us, or they were just not noticing
based on
us?
the way they were walking, you kind of think that they maybe either just didn't see you, or maybe they saw the fire and they kept away. You're not sure.
I'll relay that basically to Mr. Dwarf or an ass.
Well, it's too late now. They're gone. All right. If I see anything else weird, I'll wake you, everyone. But get some rest.
All right.
All right, so Steven, on your watch, something happens on Steven's last watch. Roll 2d8 for me, please.
2d8. 10.
Orc again.
Yeah, it's orcs. So, Steven, you see 3 orcs coming back towards the camp, and they're empty-handed. They seem to be heading towards the mountain area, and they're not coming directly towards your camp. But you see them walking into the snow, and you hear like the crunching sound of snow. And
Hey, get up. I kind of tapped the pally. Get up.
I'm the one you wake up, really.
I love
shut up.
the fact that you when someone wakes you.
I want to be
Gotta
waking
get
you
my
from your...
beauty sleep, man.
Yeah, I know. You need extra of it, but we got company over there. And I kind of like point over in the direction that the orcs were so you can give it a look. I'm going to go wake the others because I was told that they had passed earlier by.
All right, wake them up. Let's talk with them, quote unquote.
Kill them.
Yes,
Talk
they're
with
orcs.
arrows.
They're evil. They must die.
So everybody
Yo.
gets woken up.
Caleb, get your nuts up.
It's cold.
What?
Just the nuts. Just
Orcs,
the
you
nuts.
say?
Yes,
Did I-
orcs.
I'll peek over and do I recognize them as the same orc?
Yeah, they're the same like gray-skinned orcs that you saw before.
Caleb looks at Orneth and
Can I tell if they're the
Listen.
same actual three guys?
Yeah, they kind of look like the same three.
Was it another bear or something?
I think those are the same three that walked by earlier, Ornath.
All right, fuck it. Let's
I mean-
stop them. You guys ready? Let's do this.
So you just gonna like charge them?
Nope, shooting an arrow.
Yeah,
Are
he's
you
gonna shoot an
waiting till
arrow
they get
while
closer?
we charge.
How far away are they?
I'll probably. Well,
2 feet.
let's do it by randomness.
I want to
They
catch it by surprise. So
they were at least 80 feet away from you.
Arrows.
Yeah, arrow would
Yeah.
probably hit them.
use your arrows,
there-
guys.
Is there a plus for shooting person on surprise or whatever?
No, there's no plus for
Okay.
hitting surprise. No. Why'd you roll
Yeah,
one?
just shoot.
Don't roll a one yet.
No, I just said, did you roll a one?
No.
I mean, that wouldn't matter.
I
'cause it's
hadn't.
a one.
I hadn't rolled yet. 15.
All right, 15. Yeah, that's gonna hit. You hear in the distance? Ah, what the freaking arrow? What
4
that?
points of damage.
4 points damage. Okay.
And I shot.
All right, never mind. You don't hear that. The guy dies.
Oops.
You hear,
I shot
"Ah!"
an arrow too.
I shot an arrow.
Go ahead.
Everybody who's ranged, do your range stuff.
Go ahead, Jeff.
I hit with a 21.
Ow.
You hit Rick with a 21.
Yes. No, I shot I shot my longbow for.
All right, what's your damage?
I got. What is the? I didn't write down. I've got to write down the damage for a longbow.
Oh well.
It's either a D6 or a D8.
I think it's a D6.
D6, yeah, that sounds right.
Long. 1d8.
Ah,
So roll your damage.
D8.
Yeah, it depends on which bow he has. So
Yeah.
5.
I can't use a longbow.
yeah, another one just drops.
Charge! I rush out and charge the remaining one.
The remaining one looks over in your general direction, and you just hear him say something in orc. Did anybody speak any orc?
I do.
He says "shit" and he runs.
I'm chasing.
I mean, we still got a chance to shoot.
Yeah, they get another chance to shoot too.
Yeah, go for it. He's
I think
moving
I'm
at
a
a
little
very
out of range for
fast
daggers.
clip right now. So
Does a 13 hit?
no, that actually misses.
Does an 18 hit?
Yes, that hits.
Down to
I hit with an 8.
down to 12 arrows.
8 damage.
All right, well, he's dead too.
All right, let's loot them. See what they got.
Can you give my arrows back? At least
I mean, I will
Arrow
pull them
tips.
out of the corpses and be like, "Here you go."
They have.
Aren't they aren't arrows done once they hit
Yeah, arrows
something?
are done once they're shot. They're done.
Okay.
I mean, you could, like I said, you can still pull out the arrowheads, right? Reuse those.
What about the arrows that miss? Right?
They're
You
all
get a
gone.
chance
They're
to
gone.
cover.
They're gone.
Mm.
They break. They just go snap.
Man, arrows are fragile in this world.
You go up, you search them, and you find 70 gold on them
Jesus.
in
We should have killed him the first time.
in their collective pouches that they have on them.
70 gold.
Yeah, 70 gold total.
What are there, 5 of us? We'll split that. We
Did
each
I
get
s-
14 gold.
Did I sleep long enough to be able to memorize spells?
Let's see, 2, 4, 6. Yeah, 6. Yeah, you're fine. They're only first level spells.
Well, since I'm up, I might as well start memorizing my spells.
Well, it's your watch.
Oh, there you go. Well, perfect timing.
Do they have anything else on them? Weapons or whatever?
Yeah, they have like swords on them, like short swords.
I'll take one of those.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. So I'll memorize read magic and charm person again.
Their armor was, in case you hide armor.
Yeah, that's not really worth much.
No.
We better save our space for the good loot.
Nothing happens on Rob's watch.
Yay!
Yay.
So you stomp out the fire, and everybody -1 off your food and water. If that's the sound you want to do of eating, then that's the sound you're doing of eating.
That's how I eat. Yes, I go.
Corey's is poisoned.
Well, today it's not snowing. It's a little bit cloudy today, overcast. It's about 30 degrees today, so the temperature's up a little bit.
Nice balmy 30 degrees.
Yeah, a nice balmy 30 degrees. It's a little
Bright,
foggy
clear,
too.
sunny
So
day in the hills.
All right, tracker, track us to the loot.
Get tracking tracky.
get tracking tracky. That's just amazing. So you don't exactly know at this point where in the cave areas he is, but you do. You know what, Rick? I'll let you roll to see if you do notice.
All right. Am I rolling tracking?
Yeah.
Ooh, 13.
Okay. You do notice a lot of smaller footprints heading a certain way into the
Oh, look.
mountains.
Looks like a crowd of people
Looks like
going
orc
this
tracks.
way. Are those orc tracks?
Yeah.
They have villagers. They made it out here before us.
Damn villagers! They're fast.
Yeah, you get
Looks
there.
like,
They already have like a whole thing going. All right, you split up this gold. You split up that gold.
So it looks like orcs been traveling back and forth through here.
Yep.
Well, yeah, it looks like the orcs have been doing some traveling back and forth through here repeatedly.
I
Headed in
wonder
that
what
direction.
was in the pot.
Ah, they were taking all the good shit. Let's push forward, kill them all if we find them.
Okay. So you guys travel for, let's see here, into the mountains. Since Rick is doing the scouting, so to speak.
So to speak.
Yeah, so to speak. Kind of, right?
Yeah.
You do, after maybe like half the day, around lunchtime, looking around, you do finally see a cave entrance in the side of the mountains that you didn't notice before. And you notice that there's one orc standing outside, kind of standing by himself.
Shoot them.
All right.
And he's
I'm
doing one of
gonna-
these.
I'm gonna motion them guys to like get down, and I'm gonna make sure I'm 30 feet away from the group because I can hide really good if I'm away from the group, like 90% chance of hiding. And I'm gonna kind of take some cover, and I'm gonna see. Am I close enough to shoot him?
Not at the moment. No, you'd have to get pretty
Okay.
close with a short bow. So
Okay. So
See.
let me see.
You want to
Did I
sneak
write
up, and we should stay behind.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. Yep.
Okay. You tell
Yeah,
us that,
short-
right?
Yes.
Okay, because
So
otherwise
I'm
my
having
guy
you
would
guys get
probably
down.
follow you to protect you.
Actually, well, how good is Caleb at sneaking?
He has a 30% chance.
Okay, because I got a 30% chance of sneaking too, but I can hide really, really good. You want to come with me and we'll both shoot at the orc?
you can tag team the orc.
Yes, we could both go and tag team on the orc.
You guys make it weird.
I did not make it weird.
You knew he was
All right.
weird when you asked him something.
Well, I mean,
Go
wait,
on,
he might
go,
kill. He's
go be
the one-
weird
he's one of the-
together.
He's one of those that's already killed me, so I
You're
don't think he's
safe.
going to do it again. Exactly.
Starts writing your name on one of these arrows. This arrow has your name on it.
We're just staying.
All right,
Just
so
stay in
what are we
front of
doing?
me.
What are we doing?
We're
They're
going to
gonna
sneak close enough.
Okay, so roll your hide or sneak. What do we need to do?
It'd be sneak. It'd be
Probably move silently.
Move silently.
There you go. Move silently.
Ooh,
Roll it
I
up.
passed.
Well, 28
I
out
got
of
9.
30.
Yeah, 9 out of 30.
Nice.
They both did it. Wow.
I rolled a 99 for the orc.
Oh.
He's doing that hand over the eyes, looking around. He's not really
But he's-
paying attention.
But he's
He's just
covering
trying to
his
look with-
eyes.
No, I think with that roll, he's looking inside, trying to see what they're taking.
He's
You,
like,
you notice
he's
that
like blinking from men in tights.
he's
I think
he's
I
actually
see
standing there doing this, but his eyes are closed, so it looks like he's actually scouting, but he's not.
He's sleeping.
He's sleeping, yeah. Well,
Can we just
should
go up there and
think-
slit his throat?
I mean, you still have to.
I don't
move
want to get that
silently.
close. You can, can't you do a backstab type thing with an arrow?
No.
No, melee only.
Just shoot at him.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go ahead and sneak up a little bit more.
Go for it. Roll.
I'm gonna try. I got a 6.
He doesn't move.
While
just
he's
slit
doing
his throat.
that, I'll take a shot if he I'll be ready to take a shot if he doesn't kill him.
All right,
Okay.
so you're not you're moving up on him, Jeff. What are you doing now?
Take out my my dagger,
Okay,
put up against his throat, and just slit it.
go ahead. Roll to attack. Should be pretty easy to hit him.
I say he should be a native.
Hmm.
15.
Yeah, that hits. You're good.
Kind of just cover his mouth, slit his throat.
He's dead.
Blah.
I kind of look back and just kind of give a thumbs up.
We all come towards the entrance.
We all run towards the entrance to get that goal.
Full speed, armor clanking, shouting. just-
You guys,
we-
yeah, run with the clank, 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 clank.
I'll watch our back trail while they're coming up to make sure there's not more orcs coming from the direction of where we killed the other ones.
Right, got it. So, you guys go up to the cave and you can hear. Well, Jeff would hear this first. You hear like noises, like screaming and yelling and. I don't. Do you speak any orc, Jeff?
No,
Okay, you don't know. what
but
they're saying.
screaming and yelling would probably,
That's universal.
kind of give it away.
Yeah, I just meant you don't understand what it's saying. You just basically like,
Yeah.
someone screaming in Spanish or something, or Mexican.
I
Mexican.
put-
It's not even language.
Hola!
No, it turns
I,
out the
uh,
orcs
Hey,
are playing
Lato.
bingo. They're just shouting bingo.
I
that's
hold
all.
up my hand in a stopping motion towards the
Dominoes.
group, and I put a finger up and then point towards my ears, as in like listen, and stay low.
What do you mean? No.
No, yeah, perfect.
Ching,
What?
ching, ching. What'd you say? I can't hear you over my armor.
So
Hey,
when
Vince,
what?
tell me when I can start hearing them because I can speak orc.
Yeah, once you get up there, once Jeff's character kind of gives you the signal to stay down, be quiet, you hear the arguing and yelling of orcs. And
What are they saying?
they're like, "No, what are we gonna do now? No, I'm in charge. No, I'm in charge." You hear people like arguing like that. Once you enter the cave area, you can smell the utter stench of the cave, of like rotting corpses, and there's mold
many-
on the wall, and
How many voices, like how many orc voices did I hear?
I mean, you heard at least 3 distinctive voices, but there's more because there's like people cheering and screaming, and there's some rotting wooden platforms as you walk in further, as if the Cyclops was trying to build something, but he really fucked it up.
Like he doesn't know how to build.
No, he doesn't know how to build. You see a pit on the side with like bones and shattered equipment, and rusted shield and armor and stuff like that. When you get a little
Alright,
bit
so we-
closer towards the arguing area around one of the bends, you see there are 12 orcs gathered in a circle that are in your way to get to the next area, are aggressively arguing and pushing one another.
I think we should lure them into a trap. Trying to
How
take
many?
on
How many are
12
there? You said
12.
12.
Well, are they
Well, we
near
can
a
start
fire?
shooting.
Are they near
Well,
a fire? or
I think
anything?
we should lure them outside.
Ah,
Like, as
there's,
they come out of the
there
cave.
is a fire burning in the background, but not near them.
I
Just
miss
draw
Louis.
draw a few at a time out,
I mean,
and then take whittle them down a little bit, and then
Well, how
We
big
can
is the
still-
cave entrance? Well, it's got to be big enough for the
it's
Yeah,
big
so
for him.
Cyclops to
Yeah.
get through. Yeah.
but we can still ambush them.
I mean, we can lure him out, but how are you going to do it? You're just going to start shouting
just-
random orc names,
No,
be like,
no,
"Hey,
actually-
you, come here."
No, actually, I have an idea.
Well, tell us.
Would
your
you
idea.
tell us your idea?
Yeah, really.
Well,
I have an idea. I'm going to be Mooey, not tell anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's Jacob number 2 today.
I'm just gonna yell. I'm gonna yell something that will draw at least a few attention to come out to investigate whatever's going on.
Well,
An
why don't
orcish?
you?
I mean,
Why
that's
don't
fine. Worst case, we fight them all anyway.
Why don't you
Yeah.
pretend you're the guard outside and say that somebody's coming?
That would put them
Well,
on.
yeah,
the
that's
defensive.
kind of what I was thinking about.
That's fine. Let's set up for an ambush outside. Why not?
Oh, I know what I'm gonna say. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, no, we're not. I'm not set up yet. Just tell me what are you planning on saying, and where are we setting up at?
I'm
At the
gonna-
entrance of the cave?
just right outside the entrance, so we
Alright.
can just rush them and they won't see us.
I just say in a good old voice. I say I gotta piss out here. Somebody come relieve me. I swear to God, I'm gonna take a shit right here. Somebody come out here.
They're not going to care about that.
They're not going to care about that, honestly.
In
Yeah.
fact, they're just going to be like, "Go ahead, shit your britches, flubber."
But before
I
you
don't- I
start
don't know,
shouting,
orc.
I'm going to take one of my vials of oil and I'm going to lay it. I'm going to pour it out in front of the cave entrance.
I have a flask of oil. I will do the same thing. That's a good idea.
Yes, that's a great idea. That's not going to kill any of us.
Oh, I know what I'm saying.
It's not going to kill
Said,
Rick.
No, in the entrance,
It's going to kill Rick.
not outside the entrance.
I'm gonna yell. Hey, Ulok, who told you could take that treasure chest? Hey, come back here.
Who's Ulok?
Yeah, I know. Ulok, who that?
I don't know. To somebody taking the treasure chest, they might investigate that, even if they don't recognize.
Why don't you just
the name.
say,
Why don't
something
you,
like
why don't
along the
you-
lines that people
why
are
don't you
coming?
mind your own business, Jeff. I'm just kidding.
Whoa.
We're good. He already shouted this shit. See if they come.
Yeah,
So
it's
you
like-
said you
yeah, so
shouted,
it's like
did you have
you're-
to shit your pants?
No. I'd like say it's like who told you could take that treasure chest? Come back here.
And you line the interior of the cave in a straight line in oil?
Yeah.
Yeah, to cover the whole floor of the cave where they would come out so we can light it on fire. And I will have a flaming arrow ready to go.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely not going
That's-
to kill one of you guys. Sure.
'Cause we're not in the cave.
I say we can just throw a torch on it. It'll be fun.
All right,
no,
so you
I shouldn't
screamed
do that because I'd hit Rick.
the
Never mind.
treasure chest thing?
Yeah, like somebody's like taking a treasure chest without anybody noticing.
Let's see if they can actually hear you over the arguing and screaming. All right, so you scream that, and you hear the arguing and screaming just instantly stop, and you hear like a lot of footsteps.
That's why I figured they all come out.
Yeah,
It's
they
fine.
all
yeah.
come running, and they run past your, they run into your oil thing, and let me see if any of them
They all
slip.
slip down.
So I got to roll a bunch of slips here. Hey.
It sounds like
they're all
bowling
in
pins
it.
just falling down.
Mark off that flask of oil that I no longer have.
Well, one of them definitely falls on a 1, so
Kill,
takes
ends up
others
killing
with him.
Rick.
Oh no! Ow! I'm dead.
So 2 of them, immediately fall as soon as they hit the oil and go flying right out of the cave like, I don't know, Chevy Chase on the little snow pad thing. Woof, right out over into the cave, into the hills, and he's gone. So he slid right
I love
out.
that movie.
Yeah.
Light it up.
Light it up. Okay, doink.
That's how you light things. You go doink.
Join.
Now I've shot a
Our
flaming
sound
arrow
effects
at the,
are a little
oil.
low budget today.
All right, give me 6d6 damage.
66.
Yeah.
6d6.
dice 6.
Yeah, I
Holy
said
shit.
6d6. Not 66.
Roll 66 dice. Make them your own. Make them all percentile.
Our chatbots-
37.
Oh wow.
37?
On a,
Holy crap.
How
Yeah.
can you get a 66 on a 37? That's 37.
Or 27, sorry.
Okay, I was like, the highest you can get is 36. I got one above it.
My brain got all because I rolled 3 6s the first time.
So that's 27? Okay. So that's 1.
Yeah.
That's 3. So then that's another 4, 5, 6 are dead.
The other one's slipping down the mountain like Chevy chasing.
Yeah, there's one just like
Still going. Actually, as we look down, he's still going down the hill.
Yeah, there is 4 of them standing there that are on fire. They're probably gonna die. So
Let's just wait and watch what happens.
let's see what the orcs do.
Who's
Dance,
taking
flaming
treasure
orc,
chest?
Dance.
They ignore the fire, just looking for the treasure.
Dance monkeys.
You guys suck.
Dance, pig-faced orcs, dance.
I smell bacon.
So one of
Ooh,
them
baby
runs at Steven and tries to just jump at him. Figures if he's gonna die, he's gonna take you with him.
Me?
I'll shoot him before he gets there.
Yeah, they're all gonna basically do that. Oh wow.
I'll run at Steven?
No. Yeah. They all run at Steven, yeah.
It's like I'm the only one who hasn't done anything.
Wait, it's like Steven, myself, and Rob, we're all hiding around the edge. You know, I don't
Fuck
think
that
they've
guy in
seen us.
particular.
It doesn't matter because he misses completely and goes sliding down the mountain.
Number 2.
All right.
The rest of them, really roll bad today. The rest of them just kind of fall and die.
All right,
I mean,
let's
they're
wait
on
for the-
fire. There's not much they're gonna do.
We'll just wait for the fire to die out.
Well, we
No,
got to
don't-
check on the ones that slid off and make sure that they're not coming running back up here. I mean, don't know how
Well,
far they fell, but
One of them's probably
mean,
dead, but the other
Yeah,
one
the
maybe.
one falling is probably taking lots of bludgeoning damage on the way down.
Well, the one that was on fire was already mostly dead. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
The one that just went whoop, right out probably is never gonna come back. So
Oh,
so yeah,
So-
fire dies down, then we'll go back inside.
yeah, the fire dies down within a couple rounds. It's not much
Yeah,
to
I'd
keep
say-
it burning at all
Yeah.
whatsoever.
No.
All right, let's go inside. What do we see?
All
Lots
right.
of dead orcs.
So lots of dead orcs. Where the orcs were standing around arguing, you see a sack, like a large sack. It's kind of torn, but you do see gold pieces in the sack.
Okay.
Do you want that? You gonna take it? You gonna look at it?
I mean, let's get the whole area first and then decide
Grab
what
your
we
sack.
take.
Okay, so this chamber serves as the Cyclops' personal hall. You see a massive stone throne carved into the wall. It's against the western side of the wall. It's ringed by cracked flagstones. It's got deep soot stains in it. Scattered bones and shattered tools lie around in heaps across the floor. There's a bunch of shelving systems with books and giant jars. The giant jars are huge and they're sealed with wax. When you kind of look at them, you see like various body parts in them.
yummy.
And then there's a fire pit, which you saw before when the orcs were arguing. And on the fire, you see something roasting, but you're not sure exactly what it is
We know what
Or
it
who-
is.
Who it is?
or who it
yes.
is. Yeah.
It's Rick.
It's Rick.
Does it
Yeah.
smell like orcs?
You know, I'm gonna use my elven ability to check for like secret doors and things of that nature.
Good idea.
Kind of go around, see if there's any like check the shelves, that type of deal.
Okay, go
I
ahead.
guess I'll do the
It's
same thing.
It's a purposeful, since it's a purposeful search. It's like a 2 and 6, I believe.
Okay.
So, do you want to roll that or?
No, you go ahead,
We,
roll
we
it.
can both, we
Oh,
can
you want me
both
to roll?
roll it.
I found nothing.
You
got
found
a
Jack and shit.
I found Jack and shit. And Jack.
One.
Jeff got a 1. Wonderful, Jeff.
Got a 1.
Jeff finds nothing of useful value.
Jeff didn't even find the cave he's standing in.
Well,
No, a 1
the
would have
thick
got what
doors
he
is a
needed.
1 or 2. Yeah,
Oh,
there's nothing in here.
He just doesn't find any like doors or anything like that.
well, let's take the sack then.
Okay. So
Is
you,
there like a table or anything?
no, well, there's kind of a
You know,
like
I
an
just realized
area.
This is all giant stuff. I just realized this is all like giant furniture, right? 'Cause
Yes.
It's a giant. All right, so.
Yeah, there's like a little table near his disgusting stone throne, but there's nothing there on it or
It's
anything.
a shitter, isn't it?
No, it's,
It's the actual throne. His throne is a throne.
I mean, are you looking at the throne, like observing it, taking a look at it, or are you just like, ooh, it's a
Yeah.
disgusting throne?
might
it's,
as well.
It's not
Gotta
a
search it.
toilet. It's kind of odd. It doesn't look like he really sat on it much, but it is moldy and it is cracked. It kind of gives you the idea that it moved at one point.
Ooh.
When you look at it a little bit closer, Jeff, and towards the back of it, you see like this grapefruit socket. About that big grapefruit.
I pointed it out to everybody.
Getting a little bit closer with your torch and everything and looking at it, you could see that the socket has like dried blood and eyelashes in it, or what you think is eyelashes at least.
Eyelashes.
Yeah. Large
Oh.
eyelashes.
Everybody get the feeling that this is like,
It's a retinal scanner.
Temple of Doom.
I was thinking more of the retinal
Uh,
thing.
Magical.
well, we left his eyeball back in at the
Well,
village.
the sack, Corey, had 110 gold in it.
Alright. I mean, honestly, that's small enough. We can
Do
just
the,
split it up now.
The sack
those
also had.
jars-
Hold on, I'm not done. Hold on.
22 gold each.
22?
Yep, 22.
The sack also had a spiral flask in it, etched with runes on it, and it says "handle with care."
Okay.
It's got an earthy smell to it.
I'm gonna look at the back. You said it's a
Earthy
bag.
smell.
The
Yep.
sack, you mean?
Anything else in it?
What about
Is that
the
it?
Yeah,
what about the books?
I'm trying to
Sorry.
get to it, and everyone keeps interrupting me. There is a dagger in it as well, a golden handled dagger.
Mm.
All right.
I like me some daggers.
Gold handle. All right.
Someone said
Anything else?
books. Well, they're giant books. I'll tell you that.
Oh shit. Oops, sorry.
I don't think you can carry those. They're like the size of you.
I'm gonna look at the books. So what are they? Are they written in giant or what are they written?
Some of them you can't read. One of them is. Well, what do you read again?
Elven, Common, Dwarven, Goblin, Orc.
One is written in Dwarven. It says the sacred oaths of the dwarfs' celestial magic.
Ooh,
And that's a
me
normal
look
size
at that.
book.
Ooh, that sounds like important for yeah.
yeah, for me.
Yeah, it's a normal sized book. You open it or you just leave it.
I'm gonna flip through it.
You can't read it. It's written in some really weird, angry-looking writing.
I cast Read Magic.
Okay, you can see it's talking about various cantations and rituals that some type of dwarf would use that lives inside of a cave.
A dwarf in a cave? Who've heard of such a thing?
Is there an
No,
example?
it's like an evil race of dwarves.
Durgar.
Mm-hmm. The book is bound with silver thread.
A dwarven book. I wonder how much this could be worth.
I could tell you, it's 86 gold.
Can I see it? considering it's written by my people.
I didn't
Oh,
know.
you're a Durgar?
I'm a dwarf.
Oh, you don't. You probably be.
It's evil dwarf, not good
Yeah,
dwarf.
Durgar and dwarves don't get along at all. But hey, you know what? I will hand this to you.
I like the racism in this party.
Hey, it's just
Exactly
the
what I was talking about when people keep trying to kill me. The tall people, they're
But
against
that's
us.
not racism. That's just idiocy.
Racism.
Stephen, you look
I
at the
mean-
book and you immediately recognize the writing of your cousins, so to speak, and it makes you feel disgusted, like you don't like them.
Don't have to like them. Just got to read about them. You said this was something about celestial?
Celestial magic, yeah. It's probably something you couldn't use, but
I guess
Aren't
we got
celestials usually associated with the divine?
sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, because celestials like angels, unless you're thinking like astrological, which is more like stars or something. But
While they are debating this, I am setting the table on fire and the various things on fire. and
Don't
getting ready
don't
to
set
leave.
the table on fire. We can use it as a sled.
For what? We can carry all this. I could personally carry all this, and it wouldn't even put me above a light load.
that's what
We
she
don't
said.
know what's behind that door.
Are the jars that are sitting here with all the body parts and everything the same as the jar that the orcs were carrying during my watch?
Yes, in fact, when you look over towards there, you see one is missing, and on the ground you see some type of liquid. You're not sure what it is exactly, and you see a finger.
Finger food.
Oh, I think they were carrying one of these jars, those orcs that we saw that we ended up killing.
Well,
Yeah,
put
makes
all the
sense.
jars in the middle next to the fire I'm building.
Burn, baby, burn.
This is bad place. We're gonna consecrate it here.
This
Wait,
is
hold on.
actually a
Let's-
good stopping
before we do
point.
that-
This is also a good stopping point right now. Let you guys
Alright.
kind of stew a little bit about it, and we'll come back to
Yes,
next time.
do.
They can stew, and I'll burn it all down.
You've been listening to The World of Kalador, a basic fantasy-based podcast. If you'd like to know more about basic fantasy, go to basicfantasy.org. If you'd like to know more about this podcast, go to basicfantasy.neocities.org. Thank you.